Might do more of it tomorrow. Maybe I'm thinking some Gark. Some Gark and Jacko. I kind of want to play, kind of want to do that. Play some Left 4 Dead tonight. There's a few things I wanted to try for it. Can you believe it? 20 seconds into the recording, he's already talking about Left 4 Dead. Jesus Christ. Where am I going? Jackbox, you know, just a couple, maybe an hour or two of Quiplash 2. What do you call it? And, Trivia Murder Party, and I think there was another one in there. It's quite good. And then, you know, maybe play a round or two of Gartic. Maybe Scribublio. I don't know. But I just don't know how long it's gonna take me to, like, do what I need to do. But there are a few things I do need to get ready for the next couple days. I have a video coming out. I promise. It's coming. It's been a whole month of silence, but I have videos. They're coming. I swear. I promise. This is not copium. It's happening. Oh, damn it. It's coming. It's coming. I swear on me mum. Hope you enjoy. Or don't enjoy. I don't really care either way. I didn't read the new chapter of Lotus Eaters, though. No, I didn't. I forgot that came out. I was last night I was testing a few maps with Andrew. We checked out Dead Center Revived and Hard Rain Downpour. And Hard Rain Downpour is really good. I like it a lot. I am ready to give that one a shot for sure. And the Dead Center one, I also think is really cool, but I'm a little bit worried. I'm just a little bit worried about it, so we have to test it. There are some aspects to it that worry me, but if it works out, then it works. It's a pretty cool alternative version of Dead Center. We'll see how it goes. Oh wait, I just remembered. Lotus Eaters is the one I'm not reading actively. I'm only reading CDS because of me. Yeah, Deguchi. But I haven't been keeping up with Lotus Eaters because it's not really gonna have a payoff until the end anyway. They're not adding new characters, so whatever. Well, they're all drunk, right? Maybe it'll get better. I don't know, but I don't have any interest in reading it as it releases. I only caught up on CDS because of the new character. Just so I wasn't out of the loop. I just waited to find Cherno panels. Jesus Christ. That's some dedication. Big Hina. I don't really want Ron up front. Maybe Ron fast enough to run. As soon as Ron doesn't run from a battle, I'm not putting her up front again. I love water routes! Okay. Well, there's a few things I want to check out. So, I'm kind of interested in checking out the quote-unquote competitive. She was selling swamp water? Excuse me, what? Where's a swamp? Where? Alright, I'm good. Buy my bog water. Anyway. I want to try and I do want to try out the competitive mutation for to see how that goes. but obviously it's going to be 10 times harder, like for the survivor side. But there's another one I wanted to try out. So, I got a bunch of mutations now. The link's in the Discord. It's not hard to install. But there's one specifically I wanted to look at. It's called Death's Door. So, the only difference in this mutation from, like, regular versus is that there's no in-caps. When you drop to 0 HP, you die. You're flat out dead. No in-cap, no getting up with 30 HP, grayscale. It's just, if you go down, that's it. So, that's pretty rough. But I was thinking, what if we tried that, but instead of giving everybody medkits, we give everybody a single defib. So that way, everybody has at least one full revive. You can use whatever you find. So if you find a medkit and you don't want your defib, you can toss it if you want. Or you can just use the medkit and carry the defib anyway, because you won't be able to use your healing items if you're dead, right? So the idea is you give everybody a revive, and because of the way defib penalties are tracked, there's very rarely going to be a tie game if the survivors get to the end of the map, because defib penalties are minus 25, and if you effectively team wipe and use all defibs, you get everybody to the safe room, you essentially don't get a survivor bonus. But you still get penalties even if you don't make it to the safe room, so the score can still fluctuate in that regard. So I want to try that. I want to try that out. Maybe I should have been using Poison Bomb. I think probably start with both pills and defib, because I could just do that, you know, I could just give all. But I kind of like the idea that if somebody goes down, they're dead, right? They're just straight up dead. But since everybody has a defib, they come back with 50 HP. But then if they go down again, they're dead for real. Instead of being like, oh, I got an in-cap, there's a med kit used, and then they're green, and then it's, you know, it's really hard to actually successfully get kills in regular versus. So this way, it's more likely to happen. It's quicker. It's actually quicker and easier to defib somebody than it is to get them up when they're down. But obviously, if somebody is dead, they cannot do anything until they are brought back to life. So that's I want to try that. So if you want to play Left 4 Dead tonight, go to the right channel and download Raymond's mutation pack. That's all you gotta do. Just download that. It'll give you a menu, and then you just go into you click it. You click versus. You click I think it's the top option, miscellaneous, and then you just look for Death's Door versus. Very easy. Very easy to find. I want to try that out. Just a few different ways to spice up the overall experience, you know. Because to me, it sounds fun, and I want to try it out. Maybe it's not fun. Maybe it's a terrible experience. But until I try it out, I can't say for sure. And it helps to kind of keep the formula fresh, right? Versus is fun as it is, for sure. But I like the idea of incorporating additional elements to it that I can do because I have access to the admin console. What the fuck is going on in here? Bring me a red UFO, then a defense shard will be yours. Why would I ever come here when I can buy them? Huh? Those guys are all creepy. You want a red one? Swift shards. No. There we go. I don't actually know where I'm going right now, and I don't like the wild encounters, but I don't remember if I bought repels. Let me take a look. I like that Ron's cry is Reggie Rock. I like the Reggie's ones. I do have repels. Not that it really matters at this point, but I got them. Okay. Well, I'm in Moss Deep. I kind of want to go get the Focus Man, to be honest with you. Let me go do that. Other than that, chat, I haven't done much. As I said, I have an idea I want to look into for another video, but when I get the time for that, who knows. Just been watching Cycling Between Zombieland Saga, 2 episodes of that, as well as the last season of Is This a Rabbit? Still haven't watched the Mob Psycho OVA, but I was up till 3 testing maps. I really do like the, I think the Hard Rain Downpour map is really good. I think it's good, and I want to try it out. It's cleaner, it's more varied, but like it's still like this. Like here's a general idea, like the first map. So you know how the first map of Hard Rain is you go in the burger tank, you go across the fence, you go over the trailer, you go down to the end of the street, you go through the playground, then you go down the end of the street, then you go through the garage sale, then you go down the end of the street, and then you're in the safe house, right? That's the map. In Hard Rain Downpour, you have to go through a lot more buildings. You have to keep to the side of the map a lot more often. Like, the main road is cut off by vehicles and fallen trees and stuff like that. So you're going through enclosed buildings, you're going through backyards. It's basically taking effective use of the entire map and forcing the player to traverse it in a less practical way. So instead of a straight shot, you're taking a bunch of side paths to essentially get to the same point, which means the map plays for longer, and the locations are better suited for infected to actually get to play the game, instead of being like, oh, they're in the middle of the road, get him, Charger, and the Charger comes, woo, there he goes, and it's like, let me just step to the left, and then the Charger completely misses. Because, like, what do you want the Charger to do in the open? What do you want him to do, right? It's just so hard to work with. Also, the sugar mill is different, too. The sugar mill looks cleaner. The elevator part no longer exists as an elevator, but it's still got some Charger parts to it. So you know the building where the water towers are next to, where you go up the staircase? So there's a scaffolding that you can climb, like a scissor lift, that takes you to the 2nd floor. There's also a staircase that takes you to the 2nd floor. However, if you take the staircase, you have to go around the building to get to the 3rd floor staircase. So it's not all connected into one staircase. So you choose either to risk the ladder or go all the way around. And instead of an elevator at the top, so you're gonna say off for a second here, but you know the elevator, right? You call the elevator, you can see off the building, Charger gets ya, hee hee ha ha. That's now a concrete wall, so a Charger cannot get you. However, it's now a shutter door instead of an elevator, and when the shutter door opens, it is directly lined up with a lethal drop from a Charger. As soon as you walk outside, the railing to the right side is broken, which is a lethal shot for a Charger. And when you walk down the stairs, the rail is broken, which is a lethal shot for a Charger. So, there are 3 Charger spots all incorporated with that shutter door in one way. I'm gonna keep Rock Blast. Yeah, you know what? Why not? So it sounds like it's bad, but it actually looks like there's a lot more you can do in that spot. And here's the best. Okay, so here's the other thing. So the sugar field, you still have to go through it. However, the only way to get out of it is to go over a van, which is a one-way, right? And Chapter 3, when you're going back to the burger tank, you don't go through the sugar field. You don't. You take a complete side path that gets you around back to the water towers. So there's more map as a result. Oh, whoops, I was going up. There's more map as a result, and you don't have to go through the worst part of Hard Rain as part of the versus map. And then Chapter 4 is, again, it's like Chapter 1. It's definitely better than the previous one. And the burger tank is still the burger tank, but there's more open room. You're gonna hate this, but the ground, all of the ground is water that makes you move really slow, which sounds really annoying, but the whole point of it is that if you fall down, you are easy pickings for the infected. Also, it is much easier to kill somebody off the back where the boat arrives than the regular one, because there are pathways that are opened into the back of the store, and it's not you're not required to go out the burger tank or go off the roof. Oh, I'm switching. Who am I switching to? Kasume. I recommend you give it a check yourself, but it's not terribly different from Hard Rain, but again, it's mostly just about where you go. That's a bit different, but it's really cool. I think it looks to me it looks better than regular Hard Rain, and I really want to try it out. It's done by the same people that did what do you call it? Dark Carnival Redux as well. I'm burning you because apparently I didn't do any damage. It's worth checking out for sure. I don't know how prominent the storm effect will be in Versus, because I noticed that the way Versus is there's a few different quirks to the map in Versus in like Dark Carnival Redux, so it might be the same for Hard Rain. Also, all of the witches are wearing denim. They're wearing jean bikinis, I guess. I don't know what you call that. Bikini, I don't know. I don't know, it's just the witch's outfit, but it's made of denim. That's it. It's the only difference. It's not really a noticeable difference, I just happened to notice it. And I was like, what? Why? Why is this thing annoyingly tanky? I understand I've been screeched, that's why that's doing that much, but I wasn't expecting that to be so resilient. Oh, well. Let's go Joshka. A draw champions. It's awful. Oh, great. Well, it doesn't really matter. Game's over now. So yeah, I want to try that out tonight. Try out the competitive rule set. Try out the Death's Door defibrillator round. I really want to try them out because if they're good, oh well, okay, that's fine. You can roost if you want, dude. But if they're good, we can play them at any given time. There's a few other ones as well, but that was the one that interested me the most, was Death's Door. There is, of course, Health Pacalypse, which is just no health packs and only pills. There's Bleed Out, which changes all of the changes all health to temp health, so you have to constantly be on the move or you'll drain. Seems the only thing about the thing about the competitive rule set that I think could be kind of an annoyance is tier 1 guns only, which, you know, I can tolerate it, but I really don't want to use Pumpy for 5 chapters in a row, you know? I barely want to use Pumpy for chapter 1 and 2. And the SMG just doesn't feel strong. It doesn't do enough, it doesn't gore the zombies enough, so it feels weak. Same with the pistol. The hunting rifle's still there at least, but it's still just a bit unfortunate. Also, there's no med kits or defibs or incendiary ammo or throwable grenades. So when you fight a tank, you better have a gas can ready, I guess. So every single map has a tank, and you can't fight the tank with a molly. Good guns. And you have to fight it though, which is that sounds better for the infected. The witch is always apparently in nighttime. The witch now does like over 2 times the amount of damage to a downed survivor, so you can die pretty quickly to a messed up witch. Which is actually another thing about Death's Door that I thought was cool. So basically, with Death's Door, we can also replicate the dangers of a realism witch in regular versus. If you fuck up against a witch and it hits you, you're dead. You're straight up dead. That you have to drop a defib on them. And witches definitely can hit you. But the thing is, witches in situations where, you know, they down somebody are chaotic. If you just straight up kill a person during that, well, you know. Also, if you didn't know this, when a witch kills you, it smacks all of your shit away with it. Because when you die, you drop your primary and all of your and all of your like equipment, but the way the witch smacks you, it's like a continuous hitbox that also hits all of your resources and just fucking flings them off into yonder. So depending on your location, your resources might just disappear, fly off the goddamn map, or they just fly into a wall and you're sitting there looking for scraps to pick up. Either way, I think it'll be pretty good. The only other thing I noticed, aside from like fixed even tank spawns, one witch kind of deal, is apparently the jockey can no longer be resisted by the survivors, which means now if a jockey grabs you, he can actually like just ride off into the sunset with you, which sounds pretty fucking great because the jockey is a pain in the ass. Otherwise, the jockey just cannot get away from people reliably. But I like the idea of a jockey just falling on somebody and just being like, we out. Like, goodbye. Competitive rules will make the skill gap even larger. That's correct. That is correct. That's the thing, though, right? The competitive rule set makes it better for the playing the infected side. And the thing is, I'm pretty sure with admin console, I am still allowed to give people things, but it's more so just a test to see kind of how it goes. I don't really want to play with tier 1 guns only, but some of those changes to that mode sound kind of nice to me. So I'm not opposed to trying it out, but I'm more interested in the Death's Door one. Because I think the Death's Door one is still... I don't think the Death's Door one will do anything really skill gap-wise. But I do think it'll be a more interesting and different experience than we're used to. So, you know, if somebody gets hit by a Charger Spitter and they take a clean 40, then, well, they're almost dead, right? So, if you get stuck in Spitter Goo and you take your entire health bar, you just fucking die. And it's like, wow. That'll teach you to not stand in Spitter Goo, for fuck's sakes. You know, it seems like a pretty good idea. Don't just run into Spitter Goo and take a fat 40 that is clearly avoidable. God damn it. Oh, it's a full-ass Futo. A Charger, yeah, because that's another thing too. Like, if a jockey jumps on your head and kills you, well shit, dude. You're dead. A hunter will kill you really fast, yeah, and the hunter can act, like, instantly. So that will make the hunter more fun. The hunter can effectively kill someone and immediately pounce someone else, like, instantly. So hunters become a lot more dangerous, and as a result, I would consider them to become more fun. If you jump on somebody who isn't good, they might just die. They might just die, and you might just get a triple pin situation. Doesn't that sound fun? If you're the hunter, that sounds fun. The thing about the hunter is that he's only really fun to play when nobody can like do anything to you, right? As soon as you jump on somebody, you're just waiting. But if the hunter, it becomes scary enough that like, oh, if you leave me alone with a hunter for 5 seconds, I'd straight up die. Then I kind of feel like, you know, I feel like I want to play the hunter more. That kind of deal. Another thing it does is not counting the jockey. So you know how Charger, Hunter, and Smoker will not let go until their target is dead, right? So if a Hunter incaps you, and he's not going to kill you, there's very, like Smoker too, there's very small chance that either of those actually kill you. But in Death's Door, if they kill you, they still have their cooldown. Well, not actually, only the Smoker does. Only the Smoker does. The Hunter can immediately pounce again. The Charger can immediately charge again. But the thing is when they get a kill, they are immediately allowed to play the game again. Which... I didn't see what's coming out. Doesn't that always happen? No. Okay, so... when the Hunter, the Smoker, or the Charger incap you, they're still beating your ass. Right? They're still beating your ass until they're either killed, shoved, or they kill their target. However, in Death's Door, since the target will die when they go to 0 HP, you don't have to wait for the incap bar to go all the way down. If your hunter gets somebody down to 0, they're dead, you're free to pounce somebody else. Your danger factor has immediately gone up. The smoker, not as much, because he still has his cooldown, but the charger can immediately charge again if he kills somebody with a pummel. So if you charge somebody with low HP, get 1 pummel, and they go on the ground and they die from it, well, you can just immediately get back into the action. The jockey, on the other hand, well, he'll kill somebody, but then he's still playing the game the same way anyway. So, you know. However, if the jockey pulls somebody far enough away and gets them killed, the survivors are going to have to go back to the corpse to revive it, right? So there are some aspects to the jockey's gameplay that will be better as a result. But I like to think of Death's Door as a way to make the infected side infinitely more scary without really hindering the way the survivors play. But again, we need to test it. How does this work with ledge grabs? I don't know. I actually have no idea. I know ledge grabbing puts you in a state of an incap, but I think it's like a special state because you can't shoot during it, right? It doesn't count as like incap, so to speak, and I highly doubt they just disabled ledges. That would be kind of goofy. But I didn't get to test that, is the thing. You could just be like a custom map and not have grabbable ledges. That's always fun. Crying for that. Oh, another thing as well is that if you get instant killed by a charger, you're not getting revived anyway, because your body is not salvageable. Remember that. So even though everybody's packing defibs, instant kills will still be as effective as a normal game mode, because nobody will be able to get to your body, even with the ability to bring it back from the dead. So instant kills are basically untouched. And it just, I think what this is going to do is it's going to make the game more enjoyable for infected side, which is kind of the best part of Left 4 Dead Versus, to be honest with you. Like, I like playing as survivors, I do, but playing as infected is definitely the most fun, like, part of Versus. So giving the infected the edge when playing, when playing the game seems like a good idea to me, because it's more fun when the infected get their stuff going, right? As opposed to the survivors. It feels good to play well as the survivors, for sure, but it feels a lot better to do a fuckload of damage to survivors as infected. I'll let he use... Okay, she didn't use rest. Well, there goes Kasen. Just gotta test it. That's all. I just really like the idea of it, so I want to try it. Happy birthday, Lavers. I'm sure we got Birthday Lily in here. Pretty sure she's still on Frankerface. 329! 329! And don't you forget it! Your birthday is SpongeBob's place on the rock bottom line. Wow. Alright. Don't mind me. Just the ramblings of a madman who plays too many zombie shooter game. That's all. Like a bot message. It was too formal. Oh, the effects are still... Okay. I gotta... Hold on, I gotta go heal. The only person who's ever called me Mr. Dillon in my life was my grandmother. Huh. Man, spring really is here. 5:42 and the sun's up. It's a nice day outside. I think. I can't really tell. Okay. Thank you, Demo, for giving a sub. Hit that big 300. Alright. Put that in the Jun Fund. Where does that money go? Directly to Jun. There you are. I want to go in the cave. I actually do want Focus Band because Focus Band is a 10% chance to just fucking live. Any move. Any move. You don't understand how powerful that is. Oh. Look, Sen. 2 nature types, 2 poison types. I have a really good matchup against waters. I think my currency went up when converted to pound. I think it's worth 5.7 now instead of 5.5. We're moving up in the world. I'm getting a 20, yeah, right. I'm getting a fucking 3 cent discount. Thank you, currency. We're doing it. That's money, that adds up. There's so many trainers on these water routes that you just miss. It needs to be low tide for the Focus Band. Okay. There should be ice types in here because it's Shoal Cave, right? Yeah, there's Letty. 47. Wow. Oh, I just realized why Repel isn't working. I don't think there's actually any traders in here anyway. Yeah, you played it that good. You bring me some show. I gotta get the Focus Band. There's the guy. I'm the guy. I don't remember what this cave actually used this theme normally. It's a weird cave. It changes, the tide changes every like couple hours. Yeah, you get salt and shells, but Shovelware is not great. I tried to make it work with Magikarp, but its healing, its healing is not good enough. I'm just here for the Focus Band. That's all. For level 1 shenanigans, but like, and yeah, with Endeavor it works because you're effectively doing a fuck ton of HP. Piercing cold around is impediment of focus when we focus ribbon. There we go. It's alright if it's all you got. That's... I mean, yeah. But at the same time, it's still not very good. Leftovers is on the ship though, that you go to the battle frontier with, so you can't get it in main game. Yeah, it's a fraction of the damage you deal, which isn't much. Well, on a Magikarp, you could imagine that. But on a level 1 Pokemon using Endeavor, that stonks, baby. Thick fur. I'm ditching the salt. Focus ribbon. Tosh. Throw the salt. Okay. You can also get leftovers from like some Pokemon and whatnot. Like if I ran Leaf Green, if you item finder over the Snorlaxes, you'll get leftovers from them. Thick fur. Okay. So never melt ice. In Emerald, as soon as you do the Rayquaza quest, he's accessible. So you can go right back to Sky Tower after you get Waterfall, essentially, and just be good to go. There we go. Blizzard. Bag limitations were a thing until Gen 4. In Gen 4, they just let you put everything in there, and it got messy fast if you weren't lazy with organization. It effectively removed the need for the item PC. Okay. Blizzard, well, okay, I disagree. Blizzard definitely got a nerf in later gens due to its accuracy going down and its freeze chance, I believe, also going down. But Blizzard is a guarantee hit in Hail, which is very good. That's a very strong ice type move. And having a guaranteed hit in Hail is kind of insane. It's just Hail is not that amazing in, you know, competitive play, unless you're talking about lower tiers, in which case Hail is stinky butt poo-poo head. Beast is good against Reason, right? I remember that correctly? Hail is not as good as other, like, weathers, but it's still a weather team, and it's still annoying. Well, you can hold 999 of each item. That, I don't know about Gen 1. But you can do that in Gen 3. I've cheated rare candies in before. This is how I know this. That's right. I cheated before. Oh no! How could you? But I didn't cheat in the Magikarp video. That was 100% done legit. Fuck you, Luigi. I want some more levels on Ron if she's going to be effective against this gym fight. I really need to remember that Repel doesn't work with the level right now. No, Beast is super effective against Reason. I'm almost positive it is, because it was in Enhanced Reloaded. Because you can't Reason with a Beast. It wasn't? Oh, man. Well, Beast was just good against Faith and Ghost then, huh? How annoying. I mean, she could still be good. But we'll see. Remember, I have this on my team. I have this creature on my team. A heat wave? Wow, that did 30. Soar. Bleh. I wanted a poison, but that's okay. Let's do it again. Oi, oi, oi. I'll take the heat waves. They're not doing that much. In 3 levels, I get recover. Okay. I want recover. Recover would make this very easy. That took forever. But it's just because I missed twice. Tokiko. Okay. If stall wasn't effective, people wouldn't play it. However, people don't like playing stall because most people like actually playing the game that they have dedicated their free time to, which is totally understandable. Woo! Alright, put burn on it. Get that playmaker. Sky attack? Yep. If I had Toxic and Protect, I would. I have Nightshade and Gunk Shot. Gunk Shot's mostly for poison. And then Nightshade's for consistent damage. And then I want Recover. I have Crunch, but I'm not going to use it for anything, so I'm just going to get rid of it when I get the chance. Alright. Glow. How am I faster than this thing? Alright, cool. Neat. You wish to battle me? Let us battle. Have you ever seen a stall fight? 72 turns and one Pokemon is fainted? Oh my god. It's like playing a fighting game and not approaching, dude. Why are you playing a game? Why are you playing a fighting game and not approaching? Go, bro, go play a puzzle game or something. What are you doing? Hoi, oh. Oh, nice. Exodia is funny until you realize just how that deck works. Because he's such an iconic monster, but then the playstyle involved around getting Exodia in your hand is just like, oh no, please. Take me back! Stall is interactive. Well, yeah, that's true. It does take a lot of knowledge to know when to switch your Pokemon into another Pokemon to not take any damage, and then switch again to not take any damage. I don't play competitive. It doesn't interest me to play it. I like watching good competitive. But if there's one thing my casual ass would like to say, is that I think Regenerator is an obnoxious ability. Zinc? Nah, I'm good. Regenerator is extremely obnoxious. Because it lets people make just stupid switches at any point and just heal off the damage. So they always get advantage on that. 33% I think is too much. 1/3 of your max HP on a defensive Pokemon. It's kind of hard to get those numbers down. If you know what you're doing in the game, you're not gonna switch that Pokemon into a Pokemon that can do more than that in one turn. So you just can't, like, you just don't do anything about that. So you get to soak up a free hit because the thing is they also pack a healing item, right? They tend to pack Black Sludge leftovers. So unless you do like over 40% of their max HP in one attack, you're not doing any damage to them at all. And that's actually being able to effectively two-shot a wall. If the Pokemon that you have, oh, that's just fucking fantastic. If the Pokemon you have is capable of two-shotting the Pokemon that they just switched into to block your attack, then they would not have switched into that Pokemon in the first place. Knowing the game, knowing the meta, it does help a lot. Because you can usually predict what Pokemon are running what sets, because what sets are popular. Based on different interactions. Which is kind of crazy. I think it's crazy when you can identify a set they're using based on like a speed interaction with a set that you're using. Or even just like a move or two. You can just tell. And then you can play around it like that. It's crazy. But of course, you're not you're not limited to using sets like that. This is great. You're allowed to like mix and match, do whatever you want. Nothing stopping you there. Why can Ron no longer run? Okay. I'm switching again. I must go find some trainers to beat up. I found one. Okay. What's funny to me though is that OU is definitely the most played competitive format. This is where the good Pokemon are. But they're like, so it's also the one that a lot of people play. Like new people play. So a lot of the sets that they run, are ones that are just recommended to run. So you see a lot of like, teams that run the top 10 in usage of OU mons. They don't really have much of a way in synergy because, well, the people are new to the game, right? So they just kind of use what's proven to work, but since they haven't really played, they don't fully understand what it is about them that makes it work, right? It's like how in fighting games they say pick a top tier, right? Some characters are really good, but they're really fucking difficult to play. And other characters are really good and are really simple to play. So I guess a good example of that is Arachne from BlazBlue. I mean, his tier placement seems to shift pretty significantly every game. He goes high, and then he goes low, and then he goes high. But the point is, Arachne and I think, I forget his name, but he was the butler dude. The butler wolf dude from BlazBlue. But those two characters are considered really good. But they're really fucking hard to use properly. Like Taukaka and Carl as well. Falconhine, yeah. There's a few characters in BlazBlue that are highly rated, but they're not simple. They have a lot of aspects to them that are like character specific, so you really have to learn the character with like along with the game system kind of deal. So there are characters like that, but the thing is when looking at a tier list, you don't really see what it is about said characters that make them good. So if I look at a tier list for like BlazBlue, I don't even know which one. I'm not caught up with BlazBlue in the slightest. I don't know what's going on with it anymore. Every fighting game is like this. I'm just using BlazBlue as an example because I know about Arakune. But the point is, they check the tier list, they see that this character is good, they don't see why this character is good, and they pick this character because they are told they are good. Now, an example of a character who is good, who is really easy to play, would be Kokonoe. Kokonoe was a character that, I don't even remember what it was about her. I think it was just like, her auto combo like had hard knockdowns or ridiculous damage output or something like that. But there was something about her character that just made her extremely simple, but was able to produce extremely good results. So she was very, very popular. And when characters get very, very popular, they become obnoxious. They become obnoxious and they oversaturate the meta. And then you get to the fun part where people wonder if it's worth continuing allowing this character to be played in a competitive format because over 50% of tournament matches are the Ditto. Release DLC Kokonoe was busted. Yeah, I know. I have a friend who's really into BlazBlue. And he told me stuff about it before, but I just don't remember the details about it because, well, I didn't really play BlazBlue. I just heard that she was really, really prominent, and she was really obnoxious. Alright, Iku. I'm gonna kick your ass for this one. It's fine. I tried playing Noelle, and then I had to fight against a tagger. It's like, this is the worst matchup I've ever seen. I'm not very good at fighting games, by the way. I like playing, I like Smash. I enjoy watching them. very much. But when it comes to actually executing them, I don't think I need a reason type move, do I? She's not really fast. I don't have a dark coverage though. But Alice is my only reason type. But Reason's good against Faith, which Beast is also good against, and Reason's good against Miasma, which also Rock Blast is good against. And I have I think they're gonna get rid of Zen Headbutt. Stylish is a mode that makes things easy to learn, but you're not supposed to, you know, it's like training wheels, right? You're not supposed to stick with them if you want to go further. You're supposed to use them to get used to things, and then take them off and do your best. Okay. Meta Knight was a good example as well. Meta Knight is a character in, like, Brawl Meta Knight specifically, who is insanely good. In, like, leagues better than every other character. The character had tech, but wasn't overly complicated to figure out. He had really fucking good buttons. Pretty much everyone who was playing a competitive environment could play Meta Knight, would play Meta Knight, knew how to play Meta Knight, knew how to play against Meta Knight, and so on and so forth, to a point where it was banned. Meta Knight was straight up banned by the player base in North America, maybe Europe. And then when they hosted a tournament, Japan didn't want to play because Meta Knight was banned, so they lifted the ban so the Japanese players would come over. So Meta Knight actually did get banned, but it didn't hold. Bayonetta got to play that game for a while. Bayonetta was in a limbo state of, holy fuck, please can we ban her? She's going to murder this game. And then Ultimate got announced and people no longer cared, which was good because if Smash 4 was the end of it, it's a pretty good chance Bayo would have gotten the boot eventually. That character was becoming very, very prominent. Oh man. So much discourse with that character. People fucking hated her. People simped for her like she was a real woman. Like, Jesus Christ. It was insane. People were spending $30 US for shirts with sassy Bayonetta quotes as if they had won. Oh my god, that fucking guy. Anyway, what was I getting to here? Right, I was talking about OU. So my point is that you can see what is good and what works, but you can't see how it works until you actually put it into practice. So you can't just pick a character who's at the top of the tier list and expect, like, well, they said this character's good, so why am I not winning? Well, newsflash, jackass. Some characters can be good if you know how to play them because they have tools that you can utilize in situations. They have more tools than others to play with. And of course, as I said, there are exceptions where sometimes a character is so bonkers stupid that you don't actually need any form of, like, proper practice to get some wins with them. That's an unhealthy character. There's nothing wrong with a character being good if, you know, you actually have to be able to play them. It's a problem when the character is so good that you barely have to play them and you can just immediately start producing results against people who do play the game with other characters. I didn't put a repel back on. We're talking about Brain Dead, Galarian, Darmanitan. Dragovish, dude. Dragovish. Galarian, Darmanitan, and Dragovish are two examples of Pokemon that are extremely good, and you don't really need to know how to play them. I think Rillaboom is close to this as well, but I don't really know how Rillaboom's doing by today's standards. But Galarian, Darmanitan, and Dragovish did one thing. They came in, they clicked one button, and it did a fuckload of damage. You didn't really need to know how matchups worked or type spreads, like anything. You didn't need to know shit. You just needed to know that when you get this Pokemon in, you press this button, and chaos ensues. Those Pokemon are unhealthy. Because they're everywhere. Everybody knows, like the people who are very good at the game know they're good and they can figure them out. And the people who are really good at the game know they're good, so they're going to use them. And they know how to use them. But the thing is, the way they use them is going to be very slight differences between people who do know and people who don't know. Because they're just that simple. That there's not really much difference in how a professional is going to handle it versus an amateur, right? Now, there's like fighting games. There's some fighting games that are very balanced, like Tekken, for example. Tekken has a lot of good characters in it, but Tekken also, it's not like there's this one character who you pick this character and it's just, well, that's GG, right? I watched a dude play through top 8 as fucking Panda. That was the best Evo ever. Just watching a Panda player in top 8. I was like, he's insane. He's fucking insane. It was years ago. I don't remember the name of the player, but he was like, he had to play against a bunch of Chad 7s and Dragonoff, but he was just holding his ground as fucking Panda. Tekken had it on launch with Leroy. Who's Leroy? Give me the deets. Give me the deets. Educate me. I like fighting games a lot. I just don't play them. But I love hearing about what makes them, like history related stuff like that. It's one of those things. We all have them, right? One of those interests we have that, but when it comes to the actual like source, we're not very good at them. For me, that's definitely fighting games. I really enjoy watching fighting games and like learning about fighting games, understanding fighting games. But holy fuck, I might as well be an infant with a controller if I have to play one that isn't a platform fighter. I fully accept this aspect of my life, and I do not have any plans to adjust or change it. So I am just going to be a fan of fighting games. That's all. I am a fan, not a player. There you go. Leroy Smith released his DLC for EVO Japan, and top 8 was like 7 out of 8 Leroy players, or had a pocket Leroy. Can you give me examples? What about it? What about him was super good? Did he just have like ridiculous poking? Did he just have ridiculous strings? Safe pokes? What was it? I don't know what's going on in MMOs, or what are they called? MMORPGs? Whatever the fuck. I don't remember the name of the fucking... What are they called? MOBAs, that's it, yeah. I don't understand what's going on in those games. They have no appeal to me, unfortunately. But people really like watching them. They're like one of the prime definitive esports outlets. More trainers. Okay. He had a counter as well. When you say counter, you mean like an active ass counter, or you mean like you hit the button and there's like a 5-frame window? Like, what are we talking here? No, I used to watch somebody play some StarCraft, but I never could follow what was going on. I just didn't understand the game flow at all. It did never look like a game I would enjoy playing myself, so I never did. And that's the story of how I've never touched League in my life. Yep, that's me. I've never even seen gameplay of League of Legends. I mean, that's definitely not true, but I can guarantee I've seen a grand total of less than 5 minutes of League of Legends gameplay in my entire life. The only RTS I've ever played is Pikmin. Yes, it counts. Real-time struggling. We're playing that every day of our lives. I've never even really watched competitive first-person shooters. I had a friend who was really fucking good at Call of Duty, though. Like, I played with him for a little bit, but he was just... He had an Xbox, but he was just, he really knew how to aim his stick. Holy shit. He knew how to aim. I was impressed. Like, I felt like a goddamn fool next to him. Like, I wasn't that great to begin with FPSs, but like, he was really good at just immediately sighting down and getting a headshot with SMGs, and I was just like, damn, dude, how'd you do that? Like, he was just playing hot. But I never really considered myself hot in those games anyway, so I wasn't like humbled, you know? But I was still really impressed. The only first-person shooter game I play that I like really enjoy is Left 4 Dead 2. I'm not really big on COD. FPSs can be fun though, just not really my genre. But Left 4 Dead is special, I suppose. I like Left 4 Dead a lot. It's like a Smash Bros. Counter, but also Leroy's damage at the launch was just higher than anybody else's. Wow, that's... Wow. I don't even know who this character is. I haven't watched an Evo since COVID, so I have no idea what's going on with them. Actually, I don't want to switch into that. Give me medicine. Let's do this. I've been waiting for offline Evos to come back so I can, you know, watch them again. Because I loved those Evo Sundays. The last Evo Sunday I had a friend come over. I got up early. I watched all 5 games on Sunday. My friend came over at around the second one. We had pizza, and then stayed till about the start of Street Fighter V. And we just watched fighting games and enjoyed really high-level fighting games. It's a fun time. I love Evo Sunday. But I haven't seen a proper Evo Sunday in a while. They did an online Evo like last year, didn't they? And there was definitely some issues with it. They're not dead. Wow. Thunder! That won't kill me. We're fine. Evo's under new management, yeah. For like the last 2 or 3 years. Online tournaments are pretty rough to begin with. So, and running something like Evo online is quite difficult. It's quite difficult. Because they couldn't run worldwide. They had to separate it into different areas, and that itself caused controversy. So I didn't watch any of it. Komachi. I'm going for this. Alright. There we go. I appreciate they tried, but yeah, it's unfortunate. I haven't actually seen like actual Street Fighter V competitive in almost 3 years now. The last time I watched it was at dinner. We were eating out, and my friend was just watching CEO Grand Finals, and it was I think it was Punk. It was Punk and somebody else. And they were a Fang player. They were playing Fang, and they were just doing it. I don't know how else to say it. Like they were just fucking doing it. I learned that there was a new mechanic in Street Fighter V that makes you glow blue. I didn't know that even existed. It's been that long. Yeah, a Fang player just completely like 3-0'd Punk. I think he perfected him in a round too. So he was just like, Jesus Christ. And I don't know much about competitive, but I was like, how's Fang on the tier? It's like Fang is not a very good character. It's like a V reversal or something. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, they now they can now glow blue. Dabba dee dabba doo. There we go. Nice. Rana's pretty much caught up. Still a couple more levels. Should be a high enough level now that I don't have to worry about repels not working. That was definitely getting on my nerves. Alright. I'm returning to Moss Deep. If only I had a Pogi who could fly with me at all times. Unfortunately, I don't. So I have to go all the way back the normal way. Until I get lost. Where am I? Where am I? Uh-oh. Don't have more than one po. Okay. Okay. Alright. Just keep cheering up from moving for a second here. And then destroy her. Explode, Cheerno. Nice. These water routes are not very, you know. It's hard to tell what's going on in them. There's a lot of shit. It's all water and rocks. I don't know where the fuck I am half the time. I'm sure Street Fighter 6 will be okay. I mean, it's only showed us a few things so far, like A, a new character, B, a logo that looks like they didn't care. And yeah, that's about it. Wow, I lived. Alright, now maybe I can find where I'm going. If I go straight up, don't see me. No, get away from me, dude. Okay. What? Oh. The logo is a Photoshop template. Somebody found it. Oh, I don't want to believe that, but at the same time... I really want the game to be good. Not because I'm going to play it, but because I like watching Street Fighter. And Street Fighter is the biggest fighting game anyway. Capcom puts a lot of money in the pot for them, so... And good Street Fighter is good to watch. I really enjoyed watching Street Fighter 4. And I did not enjoy Street Fighter 5. Although, you definitely hear a lot of complaints about Street Fighter 5 from Street Fighter 5 players. You don't think Capcom can afford a logo for Street Fighter 6? It's Street Fighter 6 for fuck's sakes. It's fun when new game is good. Correct! Like Kirby. And Onion Ring. Those are pretty good. Oh, I didn't battle you. Wow. We got some more. Oh, speaking of that, your Breath of the Wild 2 got delayed until 2023. Got delayed, pushed back for a year. And I guess that made people mad. Damn. How about that? People mad that a game is getting delayed. Haven't heard that one before. Remember how the original Breath of the Wild got pushed back like 2 years? And then it came out and some people have taken to calling it the best Zelda game ever created. Revolutionizing the genre. But we forgot that it got delayed because it came out. But now that the next one is getting delayed, it's time to get angry at Nintendo again. There are other things you can get angry at Nintendo for. This is not one of them. It's not really one of them. It got delayed, no. They put up a trailer about info on it. It had like 500,000 views in 4 hours. It showed them I recommended. I didn't watch it because I didn't want to. But turns out it was it gave a release date for spring 2023. I'm fuming. They promised me Breath of the Wild. And now they're not giving me Breath of the Wild. What the fuck? It's gone. It's never coming out. Ever. What do you mean Cyberpunk? I don't care about Cyberpunk. The game should have came out when it was expected to come out, not get delayed. No, I'm not talking about Cyberpunk. Shut up. If it gets delayed and it comes out and it's good, nobody's gonna give a fuck that it was delayed. But every single time they announce a delay, people are gonna give a fuck until it comes out. And the thing is, either it comes out, it succeeds, and no one cares anymore that it got delayed, or it comes out, doesn't succeed, and people are like, oh, maybe it should have got delayed more. You know, after the constant outcry of people who are like, no, don't delay this fucking game. Stop it. What are you doing? And then it comes out and it's like, maybe it should have been delayed more. Like, gee, I wonder why they pushed it, considering the backlash to them delaying it. Nintendo fans love to hate Nintendo. Correct! Star, what are you plotting? Star? What are you plotting? Alright. Oh. Oh. Yoshka! I suppose I deserve this. I get bored whenever I try to play Breath of the Wild. It's so open and expansive, and then I can't find anything to do for 4 hours, and then I don't want to play it anymore. This is a me problem, by the way. This is not a game problem. This is just a me problem. I get bored of open world games really easily. Just because there's so much. There's so much open world, but then there's not really much in the world for me to want to do. Wait, how did I battle you and not her? Whatever. Whatever. She absolutely blew the shit out of Yoshka. Double nasty plot and then a crit. And I still lived. I lived a +4 critical hit. Yoshka's stupid. Dumb as shit. What are you doing in there? Why is there a trainer over there? What? What are you doing? Oh yeah, the Klonoa remaster. That seems like it'll be pretty cool. I don't know much about Klonoa, but it's just one of those things that people like I've heard about for sure. It's like some kind of platformer, right? I need to go this way. Weapon durability, enemies that get stronger forms, but by stronger forms, I just mean they just take more hits, and you have less weapon durability. So you have to beat the shit out of a damage sponge until your weapon breaks, and then you gotta go find more weapons. You know? Didn't really do it for me. Bleh! Oh right, you're a ghost type. Forgot. I keep forgetting that. You have to give the golden turds to the big maraca dude to get inventory space, that's all. I actually prefer it when it's not one great big open world and it's broken up into smaller, bigger hubs like Arceus does, because each area is like enclosed and there's stuff throughout it, and you can go to a different area instead of it being one big combined world. But that's just a me thing. I remember when I first went to Zora's domain and it was raining and I couldn't climb walls and I just started getting really annoyed. Do I want to use this? When did Klonoa originally come out? Because I've heard about that game for a long time. I actually found a copy of the one on Wii at a game store. And I bought it. Do I want this? Yeah, fuck it, why not? 1997. Wow. That's old. I had no idea it was that old. Futo? Type is Futo. Surely she's water, right? Okay. I really don't know much about Klonoa at all. I've just heard the name a few times. I've seen the character, but I've never seen anything related to their game in like the slightest. She's water fighter like Kasume. Oh. Well, it's raining, so. Faith Fire. She's not a water type? Are you sure? Poison was good. That works out. I might pick up the remaster. Maybe. Again, I just think it's kind of neat that it's happening to begin with. Well, she's water, wind, and puppet dance performance, right? One of her types is anyway. She tends to be a weird combination of fire, water, and wind. I can never pin down which one it is. She incorporates pretty much all the base elements. Well, not nature, but you know. Fire, water, electric. Pika Pika Choo Choo! Speaking of weird Capcom crossovers, you ever play the fighting game Tatsunoko vs. Capcom? It was a 2v2 fighter featuring characters from Capcom and characters from Tatsunoko. What the hell is Tatsunoko? I have no idea what that was. You can play as Frank West. I remember that. Frank West, man. He's a photographer. He photographs zombies, and then he finds himself in a fucking fighting game with, like, against Iron Man. Well, that's a different game, but you get what I mean. Frank! Frank's been through a lot of shit. That's for sure. There's like a cartoony aspect to his character, which is kind of weird. Because, like, if you play Dead Rising, I don't think there's anything remotely cartoony about Frank West. He's a freelance photographer who goes in the middle of, like, active war zones for the full story. He shows up in Willamette on the mall to get the truth of what's going on in there. And through the whole story, he doesn't even have zingers. Chuck Green has zingers. He one-liners like every boss. But Frank is just like, holy shit, what the fuck is going on in this city, right? Like, Frank West is a very serious character. And then he shows up in a fighting game and he's like, cheeseburgers. And then he takes pictures and he stuns you and he's like, smile for the camera. And then his win pose is like, haha, I'm Frank, here's my camera. Uh-oh, zombies, gotta run. And then he like does like a comedic dash away as zombies chase him. It's like, is this Frank West? I mean, you can be wacky in the game for sure. Like, he can just strip down to his loins, put a Servbot mask on, and go beat people up with a rake. But, like, my point is that in the story, Frank is not, like, a goofy character, right? He takes everything around him quite seriously. He doesn't have a bunch of, like, fucking Marvel movie tier quips that he needs to hit people with. Chuck's still pretty serious too, but he has some one-liners. Hey, buddy. Everybody. He calls everybody buddy. But he's just looking for some Zombrex for his little girl. Frank is only like that in Dead Rising 1. Well, yeah, he is. In Dead Rising 2, when he shows up in like Case West and Off the Record, he's definitely more of a fuckhead. But it's also been like 10 or so years. He's like in his mid-40s now. Maybe something in him snapped. Who knows? And Dead Rising 4 doesn't exist, so let's pretend that Frank West isn't real. Because Frank also needs Zombrex. One of the big plot points of Overtime was that he was infected. So he had to go, he had to get a bunch of shit so Isabella can make him a vaccine. But like, he had to walk to the mall with the SWAT special agents, which are really fucking difficult to kill. Dead Rising 4 was something that people were excited about, and then it seemed like the people who were making it were excited about it, and then they hit you with those red flags, and then the game was just like, it came out and it was just so bad that no one wanted to talk about it anymore. And there you go. And that was where Dead Rising ended. The end. Please clap. Dead Rising 3 was a weird Xbox, like, One exclusive game. I don't even know how bad or good it was, but it was kind of a game, I guess. I watched a cutscene compilation of the whole game, so I had a comprehensive understanding of what was going on. That's a lie, by the way. I don't know what the fuck's going on in that game at all. Mugetsu. She's dark. Dark flying, yeah. What's good against dark again? Reason. Capcom Studio mainly behind the Dead Rising game shut down. Capcom Vancouver. Oh god. Wait, I was thinking of Gengetsu. I'll never forgive Canadians. Am I dead? At 95. Well, shit. I can live this. Dark is heart, steel, and faith. Steel? Really? Why? Canadians ruined gaming? Listen. Listen. It was only partially our fault. You're looking for our neighbor downstairs. If you want to know the truth. Time to vanquish the darkness. That move is really strong, huh? Southern Canada. Oh, yes. Thank you, Pink Onion, for the tier 2. I'll never forgive you, Canada. Chat, what is the worst game that ever come out that was associated with Canada? Like, was made by a Canadian studio? The worst game. Absolute worst. And then, also on the other end, what is the best? Was there ever a Johnny Test game? I certainly don't think so, but there might actually be a DS Shovelware game. You'll have to Google it. I have like a false memory in my brain or something that tells me there's a Johnny Test game called The Wrath of Bling Bling Boy for Nintendo DS. And I really, really want to be wrong, but that sounds like something that would exist. Mass Effect 3? Was that a Canadian-based thing? There is a Johnny Test... What's it called? Is it called The Wrath of Bling Bling Boy? Please tell me it's not called that. Why is that the name that comes to me? Was Andromeda made in Canada, though? That's the thing, right? Just called Johnny Test according to the pic. Okay. You got gameplay screenshots? How's it look? Okay. What was the best game made by Canadians? In a Canadian studio. Wait, isn't Turtle Rock based in Canada? Or am I insane? Looks atrocious, wanna see? Yeah, I do. Let me see that Johnny Test gameplay. Punch Out Wii? That's a good game. That's a good game. And now we return to the water. I'd like to go to Pacificlog just to get them marked on my map. That's what I like doing, so it makes the Sky Tower a bit much easier. So I go all the way down, I go to Pacificlog, and I can fly to it later. Mario Strikers. Right, Next Level Games is Canadian based, isn't it? Hold on. Oh, baby. Oh, that looks so good. Look at that maximum compression. Although you can't see it unless you're watching the stream. Unfortunate. Them's the perks, kids. But it's just a classic Nintendo DS. This is on TV right now, and I can make a penny off of it if a child sees it and spends like $10 on a game. It's super crusty. I imagine the music is all stock music. I doubt it's a real game. Johnny Test whip crack. Whoopsh. Cool match. Do. What was it about the Wii and the DS that attracted so much shovelware? It was those two systems primarily that were... Was it just because they were easy to develop for? They were cheap to develop for? The Wii did sell super well. I know that. I know that. Target. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Everything that was said there makes sense. They were popular systems, and they were marketed towards families, so kids would be more involved, and they would see things they recognize, and they would want to buy the games to them, and they just make a bunch of cheap shovelware games. Chat, you ever see the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer game? It's a Wii game about with the Rudolph movie, and there's like 4 mini games, and that's the entire game. It's on Wii. I own it. Vinny played it on stream before, and I was like, oh no, I know what this game is, because my mom bought it from my sister for Christmas at one year. So, my family was subjected to some serious shovelware. It was very unfortunate, but well, what can you do, right? I just hope it didn't cost very much. I'm sure it didn't. It's fucking Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer on Wii. I know there's this like trilogy. There's like this trilogy of Wii games. It's like a Gingerbread Man, a Pumpkinhead Kid. It's all basically the exact same game, but reskinned each time. Vinny's played those too. I had Green Eggs and Ham game for the GBA. Yo! What do? Do you just collect green eggs and ham? How's that game even work? What's the objective? I think it was a board game? You know how many board games were on Game Boy Advance? I don't actually know, but I can tell you 2 that I can think of off the top of my head, and they weren't that great. Destiny Board Traveler and Mario Party Advance. Oh, baby. I had Shrek the 3rd for PS2. Yo, I played Shrek 2 on the GameCube. I rented it back in the day. Could never beat level 3. Never could figure out how to beat level 3. It was just a bunch of mini games, and the dude wouldn't let me fucking leave the level. Oh, that sucks, Hina, doesn't it? What? Oh, that's bullshit. Shrek the Hedgehog Triple Trouble. That's a game. I will never play Shrek 2 again in my life. Ever. Wait, the Catapult game in Shrek the Third way too much? I don't even remember that one. Oh, you know what? Chat, there was fuck, what was it? There was there was a Shrek board game on GameCube. Does anyone remember what it was called? It was like a board game, and I remember it slightly, like somebody got a stinky boot. That's all I remember though. It was like Shrek Party or something, but it wasn't called Shrek Party. The reason I remember it is because I'm pretty sure I told my grandmother about it, and then she actually found a Shrek game for GameCube, and I thought it was it, and she brought home Shrek Super Slam, and that's when I was exposed to the greatest fighting game I've ever played in my life. Double Slam! Super Slam! Shrek was low tier in his own games. Bullshit, dude. I played the absolute shit out of that game, by the way. I beat all of the solo mode. I did like all of the story. I did everything in the game. I fiended Shrek Super Slam. I fucking love that game. I didn't know there was a competitive environment for that game. But I'll tell you one thing. I was a Humpty Dumpty player. He was my favorite character just because he was a giant egg dude. And I was like, yo. But before you be like, oh, damn, all right, nice, playing the worst character in the game. I also like playing as Dronky, who is like the second best character in the game. So I guess I evened out on the scummery tab. But I didn't play Red Riding Hood because I am not scum. That's all. I played some Dronky. I mostly played Humpty Dumpty. I liked Golden Egg Humpty Dumpty. Lilo and Stitch game. I think I played that one on PS1. I can't remember any details about it, but I definitely played a Lilo and Stitch game at one point in my life, and I remember the graphics were definitely like 64/PS1 era. But I couldn't tell you specifics as to what platform it was. I had a SpongeBob game on PS1 that I couldn't figure out how to save, so I would just beat it. I would just beat it in one sitting, and I would always get the worst ending because I couldn't figure out how to get like the bonus objectives at any level. The last boss is a sea bear. There's like 5 worlds. The final boss, you beat a sea bear, and it's like, oh shit. Shark Tale game. Yes, Will Smith Oscar. Yes, these are key search results that totally won't be changed over the course of the next few days. Oh no! SpongeBob games. I remember. Okay, this is a fucking funny story. So there was a DS game, right? A SpongeBob DS game. I'm pretty sure it was called SpongeBob SquarePants Drawn to Life. So the thing of the game was that the pencil shows up again, Doodlebob comes back from the dead, and SpongeBob draws a new hero to fight Doodlebob. So basically, you're given the framework of like Steve from Minecraft, and you're supposed to create your own hero. It's kind of like a Scribblenauts-esque type of thing, but you do a lot of drawing to play the game. It was actually really cool. Now here's the funny thing. Andrew got it, right? And Andrew didn't understand how the character creation worked, so he just submitted a blank drawing. So his character was invisible, and he just played the game like that. I have no idea how far he got or when he figured out what he did was wrong, but he was just like, I can't see my character. So he was just playing as an invisible dude for God knows how long until he figured out how the character creator worked. Thought the game was bugged. I also had Battle for Bikini Bottom for Game Boy Advance. And no cap, you're not going to believe me. You are 100% not going to believe me. But I accidentally put in the password for the final boss on that game. Because there's a 4-character password system in that game. And I accidentally put in a password that took me right to the SpongeBob robot at the end of the game. I swear to fuck, I didn't look it up or anything. I swear to God. Maybe I did and I'm just forgetting it. But like, I have nothing to gain from lying about that, right? I think the code was like PHRP or some shit. And it just immediately took me to the final fight. And I was just like, what? But I did not enjoy that game like at all. It was a platformer on that you needed to find 3 collectibles in the level to beat it. And I had Battle for Bikini Bottom on GameCube, which was a significantly better game. Like, it's not even comparable. However, Robot Squidward was a part of the Game Boy Advance one. Robot Patrick was also very different. It was more like an auto-scroller. One of the Nicktoons games where there was a gigantic plankton boss fight, like 9-year-old me for whatever reason was fucking shook during the game off seeing him. When I was a kid, I couldn't handle Bowser laughing in Mario 64. I also couldn't play Donkey Kong 64 with any volume at all because the sound effects and the music cues scared the shit out of me. I was a babby. You must be thinking of Nicktoons Unite. I didn't play that one, but we used to play a fuck ton of Battle for Volcano Island. I don't know why, we just really liked that game. Maybe because it was a co-op game. We like playing co-op games because we could all play. We could play together. Couldn't play Yoshi Story with sound because the death noise scared me. Bro, I don't even blame you. I have no idea how I was able to play that game with sound. Yoshi Story is not as cute as it would lead you to believe. It is fucking horrifying. Like, you do World 1 in Yoshi Story, right? It's like, oh, here's Happy Fun Land. Oh, there's Pachyderm. Oh, there's Shy Guys. They go eep and whap. And it's like, oh, they're cute, nice, amazing. And you get to World 2, and it's like, welcome to the Bone Zone, motherfucker. You can go fight bone dragons, or you can go to Blarg's Pit. What's Blarg's Pit? Well, it's just a bunch of lava monsters with really disgusting faces. And, oh, look at that. There's a screaming spirit. There is a spirit of fire jumping out of the lava, moaning, and with a horrified expression. And I just like, yep, I am 4 years old, by the way. By the way, I am 4 years old playing Babby game. And then you get to the fucking castle level, and it's like, welcome to Sword Castle, where swords extend out of the ground. Also, there are crushers. Oh no, your Yoshi got stuck between these gears. He is fucking dead. Like, what? What the hell am I playing? What happened to this game? The attacky sack? Who's that? Dude, the beach ball in 6-4, those castles, oh my god. Why was it so scary? The piranhas in Yoshi Story, why are they so scary? I've never seen piranha plants look as scary in a Mario game than they did in Yoshi Story. How the hell is that a game for children, for baby? No. No. Well, maybe we were just built different back in the day, but Jesus Christ, the more I think about that game, the more it horrified me. But it didn't horrify me then, it just horrifies me now. Oh yeah, I never played 4-2. Never, ever, ever played 4-2 because I could not stand the big fish that eats you and kills you instantly. Gerbil, gerbil, hop, hoop. I only ever played 4-1 Jungle Hut or 4-4 if I unlocked it. I could not stand the piranha level or the fish level. Don't kill me. Oh no. Cringe. Well, I'm trying to get to the Pokemon Center anyway. Ron gets all the EXP for that, so it's not even a bad trade. Nicktoons Unite was the first one. There was more that came out later, but I just didn't care as much about those ones is all. I wish you could run on these. The Mario 64 fish, he didn't do much for me. Neither did Big Boo's Haunt. It was just the Bowser laugh that scared me. The Bowser laugh made me feel the fear. I remember once we were playing like a copy that had files on it. I think we rented it. And there was a file with 30 stars or so, and I was like, surely this has the key to the door, right? So I tried to go upstairs, and then Bowser was like, you don't have the key, and I got so scared I hid under the coffee table and put my hands over my ears, and then I did not play Mario 64 again. That was I don't know, I was like 5 or 6 maybe when that happened. I remember it happening, but I know I wasn't very old. I've told this story before. The first time I ever played Resident Evil 4 was when I was in grade 5. I was in grade 5, and I was just home like sick, essentially. So I watched Christian play a little bit of it, and then I tried to play it myself alone, and I was doing the village stuff just fine, but I was pretty horrified, all things considered. I was pretty horrified by it, but I remember watching him do the village segment, right? And I was like, oh shit, okay, well, I don't have to do it if I just run to the exit, because I know where the exit is. So I got to the village, I ran towards the exit, I saw the chainsaw guy standing in front of the exit door. He started revving his chainsaw. I paused the game and turned it off. And that was, and then I wouldn't play Resident Evil 4 again until like 4 years later or so. So that's, yeah, that's one way to traumatize a child. It's my own goddamn fault. I should have been playing that game because I was like 11 years old. But I thought I was being smart with avoiding conflict, and then the chainsaw guy, that's just where he waits. That's where he is on the map if you don't activate the shotgun cutscene. I learned that. We got Resident Evil 1 on GameCube when I was in like 4th grade or something. I did not handle that game well, but Christian really liked it. Well, actually, at first, Christian sucked at it. Because he just had a handgun with no bullets. And it was just like the game does not hold your hand. I don't know what it was, but he just wanted to keep playing it. So he kept playing it, and then it just, you know, he got really fucking good at it. And it's one of his favorite series. But like, I don't know what compelled him to pick it up and really play it anymore, because to me it just looked like it was scary as shit, and I couldn't figure out what I was supposed to do at any point, so I just didn't bother with it. Also, tank controls didn't look enticing to me. Now, the thing is, I have since played Silent Hill 2 and 3. I'm a huge fan of Silent Hill Homecoming, despite it being a, you know, Silent Hill Homecoming. I like that game a lot. But I've never really been big on the Resident Evil games with tank controls. I love 4, I enjoy 5, and I like 6. I never played 7, and I've never played Remake 2 or Remake 3, even though the control schemes are better fit for the way I like to play those games. But I'm still like a big Resident Evil fan. I liked Operation Raccoon City as well. That unironically might be one of my favorite like Resident Evil games I've played. I don't know why. It's not a very good game. I just fucking love that game. I really want to play it. I really enjoyed watching RE7, RE8, RE2 Remake, all of them, but I just don't have a desire to play them myself for some reason, and I don't really know why. But I'm super interested in what happens in them, like story-wise and lore-wise. But if you ask me if I wanted to play 4, 5, or 6, or like, what's it called? ORC, then I'm like down to play. I'm just down to play, because I like those games a lot. RE4's Mercenaries mode is fun, and I like Wesker's theme in that game a lot. Krauser is also one of the most unique Mercenaries characters in the entire series. The arm that just pulps anything is a fantastic addition. I'm just a Wesker fan in general. Ethan's just a guy. Well, in RE7, he's just a guy. In RE8, he is a guy who's seen some shit. Well, remember, like, Ethan has gotten special training between the events of 7 and 8, right? So he can better handle a gun. But he is pretty raw in 7, which I actually think is one of the coolest parts about Ethan as a character, is that he really is just a dude, right? He's just some dude who gets caught up in this awful situation, and he's just like, holy fuck. Right? He's not a special operative, or he's not a soldier. He is just an average guy who's like, Jesus Christ, right? RE7 was a good game. Although I think one of the most pronounced complaints about that game is that it really set itself up to be more of a survival horror aspect, and then it gave Ethan a gun. I think a lot of people weren't too enthralled when Ethan got his hands on a gun, because the demos and stuff were all like, you just, you know, you don't really have anything. This game is scary. You got the scary dude. And even before, you only have a knife and Jack's like looking for you, and then eventually you get a gun, and now there's mold creatures, and now you're playing the shooting game, right? And it's not like the shooting game is bad, but it does take a while for it to actually get to that point, and when it does, I guess it's kind of like it kind of like deflates you a little bit. It's scarier without a gun. Look at Amnesia, for example. Amnesia is a great example of a horror game, because Amnesia is one of the most popular horror games ever created, and the game has like 2 monsters in it. There's one monster, you can't fight them. There's one monster that looks absolutely fucking disgusting, but you might laugh at him after a while. So one of the game mechanics is like, if you look at the monster too long, you go insane, so don't do that. So you're extra scared of the monster because you're not allowed to really get used to his, you're not really allowed to get used to his looks. So he is always frightening as a result. And the other one is just footsteps in the water. That's not scary, right? And then you jump into the water, and they just immediately get louder and faster, and you're just like, oh, yep, that just invokes basic fear from you, like it just does. So the two things in Amnesia that actively kill you are pretty simple, but the way the presentation allows them to like shine is what makes it so scary, and that's why Amnesia is such a memorable, scary game. And why its sequels kind of just didn't really, you know, hit their mark. Which is a shame. I thought Outlast 1 was pretty good. I thought Outlast was pretty cool. I don't know much about Outlast 2, and I think there's a third one now. That was the wrong move. Oops. Presentation in horror is important. Also, horror games, I think it's very important for horror games specifically. Well, for every game it's important, but I think horror games definitely need it the most. The absolute, like, you can't have things that break immersion. That's something I think is very important in horror games. And you know, immersion is a classic buzzword that people use when talking about video games, so much to a point where people probably just consider it a meme word. But my point here is that when you give, like, when you're trying to invoke an environment and an atmosphere that is, you know, not what, it's one that people are playing because it's a game, they know it's a game, but it's still like uncomfortable for them, it makes them afraid kind of deal. But if you're like walking through a dark corridor and there's noises, nothing's really happening, you're definitely afraid. But if your character just starts like fucking T-posing or clips into a wall or something, you kind of like, you know, you start laughing a bit. No, I think immersion is the correct thing to say here, because like the idea is that as you're going through the game, the game keeps you in the right mood. But when a game accidentally exposes a technical flaw in some way, you know, you're kind of taken out of the experience, and you laugh a little bit or something, and then you're just like, oh, right. And then you focus on that as like a bit of an escapism to the overall experience, which can kind of hinder the delivery. Look at horror games, for example, where monsters chase you, right? Yeah, monsters that chase you are scary until they are annoying, and usually they become annoying very fast. It is so hard to get them right. You basically need to create a monster that's never actually going to catch you, but always gives the illusion of them doing so. Because until the player figures out they're never going to get caught, like, they're always going to feel like you're right on their heels, right? Like, we've all seen Slender get all the 8 pages. That's a classic trope. And Slender, despite what you'd say about Slender, Slender was a very successful horror game. And it was scary for a lot of people. But then, you know, it kind of falls apart after a while because the formula doesn't change and it just becomes frustrating or monotonous. And then sometimes the chaser doesn't actually do, like, pathfind properly, and then once again, another case of, like, immersion completely destroyed. I watched Joel play a few of those games. I watched Ronald McDonald get stuck in the floorboards and just couldn't move anymore. And to be fair, it's not like the game was scary in any capacity to begin with, but that just, like, nails to the coffin on that one, right? Just kind of the nails in the coffin on that one. Do you consider the Aoni an annoying chasing monster? I don't know. I think it depends. I think the Oni can be annoying in some instances, but I think he's handled, for the most part, pretty well. The one that I think is annoying is the square one that chases you in the later part of the game, because it has this random speed boost tech that gets on my nerves. I hate that one. But, like, the interaction you have with the Oni where you have to close the prison cell to get the key item and he just dashes out at you, that one's good. But that's less of a chaser and more of a scripted event, a puzzle that you have to figure out. But the Oni isn't too bad because he's not exactly the most difficult thing to get around. But when he shows up, he makes you afraid, but he doesn't overstay his welcome. You just gotta, you know, break your path, find it, give him the slip for a little bit. But I don't really consider the Oni to be that annoying, just because he doesn't really overstay his welcome when he does show up. It's more so like the Unity games that have the annoying chasers, because it's a first-person view, so you never really get a good sight on what's happening and if something's actually behind you or not. And then you turn around, it's just in your face, and you're like, ah, right? But with an RPG Maker game, you can see the entire map, so it's easier to plan. Early 2010s were Wild West for horror game Let's Plays. Yeah, that was like the dawn of RPG Maker getting popularized overseas. All started with some horror YouTubers. That's how I found out about Ebe. That's how I found out about Ebe. I think Witch's House is good because there are a few sections with chasers in those ones as well, but it's mostly a puzzle game through and through. But there are a few instances of chasers that can definitely freak you out. But it's not like the entire game is chasers. Alright. Jump scares are lame. A lot of like horror games fall into these annoying tropes of loud sound, like loud sound cues, flashing images, screaming. Basically the kind of tropes you'd expect to see in a Hollywood blockbuster movie. Because they think scary to a horror movie nowadays is just loud sound cues on, like, mundane anything. Like, oh, you're in a library and somebody is walking to the shelf over. Shh! It's like, whoa, what's that? Oh, it's just another person who's going to check out a book. Calm the fuck down. Like, the way they do sound and stuff like that in horror movies, it just screams, be scared. Be scared. Like, it's not even subtle about it. It's not like, we hope that you feel a sense of dread through this experience. It's just, boom, are you scared yet? Boom, are you scared yet? Boom, are you scared yet? It's just like, fuck off, leave me alone. I'm not scared, I'm annoyed. Leave me alone. Gmod horror maps, just scary JPEGs and ear-damaging stock screams. Yeah, I've seen a few, Vinny. Vinny checks out some horror maps, and he usually ignores those ones, but sometimes they slip through the cracks. Well, FNAF jump scares, I don't know, it's a bit different, I suppose. Just in the sense that, like, right, dark doesn't affect ghost. It's a bit different in the sense that, well, it's just kind of a robot that goes, ah, it's like, alright. But it's only scary, like, once or twice, and then it's just annoying. But it's like the series is known for it. But it's better than hyper-realistic blood Photoshop. Photoshop images. Stuff like that, right? Killing bite. Vicious bite that may induce flinching. It's a strong-ass move. Why not? Well, most games, yeah, they just do jump scares just for the fuck of it, huh? Wait a minute, what the fuck? Huh. So chat, I changed the move that Ron learned to the new move, and it made her use the new move. Almost killed. It should have killed when you think about it. Alright. I'm going to crunch and I'm going to needle arm. It's hard to find good horror games. Cause a lot of horror games that come out aren't really finished. The thing I notice about horror games is because, you know, they're really horror YouTubers are popular. A lot of people like watching those games, which also attracts a lot of very low quality effort. There are definitely people who will make games. They make really base, uninspired Unity betas for like a horror game. That's basically 10 minutes of gameplay, like one jump scare, and it's like, hey, this is a game that I made. Can you play it? And so it gets popular, so that I can continue to work on it. So, like, they clearly are not making the game because they want to. Or they're making it for another reason entirely. They're not making it really because they want to make a horror game, but because if they make this and somebody popular plays it, it gets attention. And then if it gets attention, then they'll work on it. In which case, can you really expect the final product to be good from that kind of attitude towards the game they're making? I can't think of a single instance of a game that I've ever seen do that and then come out and be like, yep, this is a 10 out of 10. Not a single one. It's time to go back to Moss Deep. Okay. Hi, can you play my game so people will see it and I will become motivated to work on it more? Pretty sure Christian has gotten emails like that before. But it happens. I got one, if you can believe it. That's right, me. I got one to play a game from a genre I have never once ever in my life played, on stream or otherwise, asking me to play it, to advertise it so they can find motivation to work on it. I was just like, what do you want me to, what? He got a $356 million offer yesterday? Well, fuck. Why am I here? I'm attaching my name to royalties, so he owes me at least 10% of that. If he wants to use my last name anymore, then, well, he's going to have to pay me. I take 10% of all revenue. Why did I do that? Oops. Suddenly World of Tanks stream? No, my friend. Raid Shadow Legends stream. I swear they have a bot sending those or something. The amount they offer makes me feel like, you know, dirty. I don't know if I'm allowed to discuss details of the emails. I think I did before, so who gives a fuck, but... It's just, they just want me to do so much work for so little quid. And I don't want to do that. Wait, I thought that was super effective. Aren't you a reason type? Wait. Fuck, you are a reason type. Oh, I forgot. Force Palm is not a dream type move. God! Damn it! Wait, steel is good against dark. Ah, bitch! They're all reasons. Only thing to stop you from talking about something you didn't ask them to send. Well, I guess I didn't sign an NDA. That's true. I don't know, man. They want me to do a stream of Raid Shadow Legends. And the requirements are A, I do it for at least 2 hours. Like, B, I do a 1 hour pre-stream before it. And then, like, and then C, just, you know, I get extra quid for people who sign up with my code. Listen. Listen to me. Alright? I'm not gonna say that you shouldn't take offers that pay well, because it's not my business what you do. But I have seen channels pop up in my recommended multiple times, and I have seen some of them do that sponsored raid stream, and I have seen that viewer count. Oh man. It's enough to make a guy cry. Seriously. You see sponsored raid stream and you just know. You know why they did it. You understand why they did it, but you look at the number, and you shouldn't care about the number, but you look at the number and you're just like, I'm so sorry, my guy. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I won't do it. You want me to advertise for you? Send me a key to your Touhoumon game. There you go. Or Square Enix, yeah. Don't forget to thank Square Enix every 30 minutes. I was offered a key for one game once, and I did not accept it because I forgot about it. However, it was for Mechanical Scrollery, which was a game on Steam that is still on Steam for like 20 bucks, mind you. And its reviews are like mixed, because I guess it just had a bunch of issues that still have yet to be fixed. So I'm probably never going to touch that. But that was like the one key I've ever gotten, and I just didn't respond to it. I don't really like getting free stuff, I suppose. It feels weird just to get free stuff because I talk in front of in a mic in front of people. But I wouldn't mind, like, just I don't mind having interaction with devs for games. That helps. And, you know, I also don't want to be influenced financially, I guess, on my opinions of a game. Like, I done up the video for Hina and Satori, right? That game. And thanks to Hawk and I like the dev was actually more than willing to give me stuff, like assets and whatnot to use for the video, which is really cool of them to do that. But I didn't really take them up on that too much at all, because I don't want to make an impartial review on a game. I don't want to make an impartial review on a game and be like, by the way, like, I got a bunch of support from the dev, right? Because it's like, there might be, I detect a little bit of positive bias as a result of that, which is definitely a thing that can happen. But I like those games, and I've already expressed my issues with them on the stream. So if you watch me play them, then you know you can expect from the video when it comes out. But the whole point is that I'm glad that the devs are willing to work with me on these things. But I don't want to be like, yeah, no problem, bro. I'll throw on some positives that you told me to. Everything that I put in that video is of my opinion. That's all. It's all my opinion. Why do I have Cassette up front anyway? She's weak to everything here. Oh, that's fine. There you go. Influencer. How dare you use that word? An influencer is somebody who gets the triple digits on 8-minute vlogs that they upload daily. We all strive to be an influencer. Must have been a beautiful baby. Was this always here? I added that about 3 days ago. It's called mod check because it's supposed to be looking for mods, but I added it so people can spam it when I'm exactly 1 minute late to my own stream. That's why it's there. Influencer? I'm pretty sure the definition of an influencer is somebody who influences. So imagine if you don't know what to buy, right? If you're looking for best paper towel in town or looking for best paper towel around, you don't know which one to buy. So you search it up, and then you got a guy on YouTube who's like, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to, here's our sponsor. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Anyway, have you ever heard of NordVPN? You know what I mean? And then they get to the part of the video where they're like, yeah, so here's the product. You know, if you want the best paper towel around, it's not that great, maybe, I guess. But best paper towel, it'll be like, you know, it's like this one's good, this one's bad. Anyway, here's our sponsor for today. It's the brand they're reviewing. It's like, I wonder if there's some selective bias here. Anyway, point is, people who say and do things, you know, that cause influence in others. That's all. Now, I trust people on the internet who review video games more than journalists anyway. Because usually when people make videos on the internet about video games, they do so because they're interested in the video games, not because they got paid to be interested in the video game. But some people also make videos on video games they have no interest in because it gets attention. Spin. Why do I still have cassette up front? God damn it. Hold on, I'm going to beat the shit out of Aaron. You remember Fallout 76 when that came out? And it was like, oh, here's the duffel bags, but they're not made of the right material, except they were made with the right material and they were shipped off to influencers. People were like, fuck the influencers. They were going to buy the game anyway. People don't like the term influencer very much because it makes them feel gross. It makes them feel icky. I'm not influencing anything. The only thing I've influenced around here is people's opinions on Jun. That's it. Be it positive or negative. I'm dead. The reason types. Man, reason type's gonna kick my ass. It's all double battle, Jim. I'm gonna have to burn one and then, I'm gonna burn the physical attacker and then beat the shit out of the other side. That's my strategy. That is genuinely going to be my strategy. Can you really say it's been you've been at my stream if you haven't seen me, you haven't seen a Jun emote or you haven't heard me say the word Jun? Come on now. This is who I am. I'm a monster. Hey, Rod, do me a favor. Hit your fucking move. Please. Most reason types are special attackers, yes, but Kane's not. If I burn Kane, I'm good. It all depends on what their team is. Go a stream without saying Jun. I did that before. Oh, this is the... Oh my god! I hate this game. Has recover? Oh. Alright. Alright. You want to play the piece of shit? I'll play the piece of shit with you. Yeah. Toxic and Nightshade. Yeah, fuck you, Luigi. Oh, that's gonna do damage. Right, Extra Sensory is a Faith type move, not a Reason type move. Alright. Now we abuse the shit out of you. Kaguya! That's a Reason type move. Wow, this thing is really annoying. Well, it is toxic. Yeah, it's over. There we go. Jesus. What a pain in the ass. Okay. Using a move that's 80% accurate means that it will hit 80% of the time. Is kind of what they want you to believe, but I don't think it's really true. Pokemon calculations, they're lying. They lie. I bet there's an additional calculation in there. That's why Focus Blast never fucking hits. Well, Fire Emblem actually does have secondary calculations in some of its games. Stone Edge, 80% accuracy? I swear that shit misses more than Focus Blast. Yeah, you either miss or you crit. It's bullshit. I hate that move. I hate Stone Edge. I need to switch Kasen. I'm keeping Ron up front, I suppose. Put Alice with up there. Okay. I've missed 2 play roughs in a row at 90% accuracy, and I was angry. I was genuinely angry that that happened to me. I hate Pokemon, dude. The enemy has a 2% chance to crit, and I have a 97% chance to hit them. Oh no, I missed. Oh no, they crit me. Yeah. Yo, Miko. Her hair is... Huh. Wait, why are her eyes purple? Miko doesn't have purple eyes, does she? Am I crazy? Stone Journer, you know what? That Pokemon is so stupid. But I love him. Why are Hina's eyes red? I don't know. Why are they? But like, that's like whoever, that's not Miko, that's somebody cosplaying as Miko. Assist. That's Faith. It's fine. That's fine. Whoosh. How about a freeze? That works too. Yeah, let's all miss our moves. Let's all miss our moves. Not like we have a battle to win or anything. This is gonna do like 2. There you go. Jesus. Why is it never hit? I just want to crunch, not killing bite. She looks cool though. And let's be real here, what was Kyoko doing at this point in the game, right? There's quite a few Faith Reason types in this gym, so Ron does get a clean hit on them. The problem is, getting a clean hit is really fucking hard, apparently, when you have an 80% accurate move, because it just 80% accuracy is a mythos. It's not true, we made it up! Okay, I'm switching to Kasume. Ron is now matched on levels with everybody, which is great. I may be past my prime. I don't remember how many more trainers there are. Some of these double battles are avoidable, but the whole gym is double battles, so I might as well play the part, right? Or the gym leader is double battles. Sack and Quack! That must be Reason Steel and then Reason Dark. So this should work. Okay. That's just a guess on types. There's mostly dual types in these types of games. And Sakuya is very often steel because of her knives. Okay. Magic coat! Didn't do anything. Wow. Okay. This will not kill Sakuya, but it will kill Quack. And if, well, actually, it might not. No, it will. And now try attack, which should be okay against Sakuya. Nice. Nice. So remember, the plan is to burn the physical attacker and then beat the ever-living shit out of the Pokemon next to them. Pretty easy plan. Very small margin of error for it. I'm sure it'll work. Now, the thing about Tate and Liza that makes them a bit interesting as a fight is they are, they're counted as a single trainer with a double battle. If you didn't know that. So you know how when you do double battles in Emerald, it's because either you're fighting like a conjoined character in a double battle who only has one Pokemon, or you're fighting two individual trainers, so it becomes a 1v2. In Tate and Liza's case, it only becomes a 1v2 if they're down to their last Pokemon. They essentially share Pokemon. So if you knock out the entire one side of the field, you'll still have to see their entire team in a double battle until you get down to their last Pogie. I know this. I know this because of Magikarp. That single fact alone made that gym 10,000 times harder than it needed to be. Because no matter what I did, I could not stop Solrock and Lunatone coming in at the same time. Did I fight these two? Yeah, I did. Did I fight these two? Oh shit, I don't think I did. Is it because Gym Leader it's a Gym Leader Tate and Gym Leader Liza? I honestly have no idea. I never really thought about it until I got here with Magikarp. But their Pokemon are supposed to be Xatu and like Solrock and Claydol and Lunatone. But if you fight them as a gym leader, if you take out Xatu, you'll get Solrock. If you take out Solrock, you'll get Lunatone. Wait, that's me. Wait, that's me. If they had, if Tate and Liza had, well, the thing is, they're not counted as two separate trainers, right? They are counted as, they're counted as one trainer, so they can only have a max of 6 Pokemon. Can you even do multi-battles where you use 6 Pokemon each to make it a 12-on-12? Is that possible? I actually don't know the answer to this. I'm pretty sure multi-battles will always force you to pick 3, right? Even with Steven and like the rocket, the space facility, you still have to pick 3 in the multi-battle. I want to do a 12v12. Because multi-battle format is usually a pick 3, so it's a 6v6. It's a 6-on-6 team, but the 3 are split up, kind of deal. Okay. You can do it in Gen 4? Oh. Alright, I thought I fought these two, so now I'm going to go back and heal again. But I'll take a crack at Tate and Liza. It is time to go suffer. Chat, you ever play a free-for-all before? That was a fun time. That was a fun time in Pokemon YouTube history. Where you played multi-battles, except it was every man for themselves. So some moves didn't work, so it was definitely some limitations to it, but it was funny as fuck. And then they kind of made a free-for-all in Gen 7 with the Rumble Ring, and they just completely fucked it up. Somehow they made a proper free-for-all environment worse, because it's like everybody gets 2 turns and then the battle's just over, and then it's like vote by decision. Who the fuck decided that? So they gave me the tutorial on that, and I never went back there. I was so disappointed. Because the whole concept of free-for-all is hilarious to me. You can see your partner as like stuff, but then like you can just completely backstab them. Where am I going here? There's no animation when you hit your partner either. Which is double funny because it's just like, oh, nice move, and then it just hits them, and they're just like, what? But you gotta expect it coming. Also, the thing is, the battle ends. The battle ends if 2 people are on one side, right? So you're gonna have to pick at your partner until it's a 1v1, right? All right, ready? Kasumi and Alice are the leads. Please lead with something I can burn, and then I don't have to play the game anymore. Come on. Chieri and Yumemi. Those are both special attackers. One's an ice type, one's a water type. Okay. My favorite. All right. Let's try this. Getting double tapped is annoying. Okay. Alright, here's my plan. Kasen is obviously weak to reason. But Needle Arm should kill Chieri. Nice. One down. Attack Patchy. She's a fire type. I can't burn her. Ice Beam. Ha? Wow, way to miss the most important fucking attack of the game! Okay. Surf should be good, right? Well, now I have to send something in its place. I don't really want to send Medicine, and Medicine's turbo screwed by all of it. Oh, well. I don't really know what Patchy does. Oh, nice crit. That wasn't even a crit. That just did that much to Yoshika. And that was neutral. Oh, this is great. Oh, that's Pokemon. That's ROM hacks for you. The fun never ends. Okay. Oh boy. Took my entire team to take 2 of them out, huh? Mana charge. Calm Mind. With no way to heal. But I don't really need Aurora Beam anymore, so whatever, I'll take it. 65 base power isn't enough, even if it's super effective. What? Okay. Ah. Alright. Okay. Alright. Well, I guess I just eat shit and die. Classic. Very classic. I'm done. Fuck that garbage. I'll, just level up, I suppose. Classic. Just level up until I can win through sheer force of numbers, because it's not like the game is gonna let me play any other way with items or anything like that. Thumbnail? Fuck, I don't know. Did I even fight anything today? Like, of interest? Not really, huh? Patchy has 50 defense, 160 special defense. So Gunk Shot would have been a play there. Okay. Alright, that's good information to have for next time. That's good information to have. I was expecting the Reason type, them to have Reason types. So I thought Patchy was part Reason. That's why I went with Surf, that it was neutral. But I guess type themes are, type themes aren't actually ever followed. Why would they do that? Right. At least next time I play, I'll have Recover on Yoshika, so that's good. Yeah! And I can probably handle that next time with better deals. I can at least, I can take Cherry out instantly, but then it's just, they're all special attack heavy, and then my defensive mons are all, they're all poison types. But I guess since they don't have, it seems the Reason types disappeared right away, so if I take out the 2 Reason types in the front, I should be okay for the most part, right? Anyway, we'll see what happens.